This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Golden, Colorado. I am here at It's in the Bag Boutique. Since 2013, they have been bringing you the most sought-after looks in women's concealed carry, handbags, and purses. I am here with Diana West, who is the owner. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Diana, let's start off a little bit about yourself. Retired school teacher, obviously important safety. Yet tell us how this business got started for you, not only helping us and teaching us to protect ourselves, but protect our entire family.
Okay, basically, I retired early from teaching, and so my husband had a leather and saddle shop, and so he was custom making a lot of holsters for men and women. And so I decided to sell just purses in his store. And women especially were looking for bags that had the separate concealment pocket. And so I went out there and tried to find some, and it was really hard to find. Back in 2013, I think I found 4 or 5 lines, and most of them didn't include the Velcro,
Sure.
and the ballistic nylon and everything with the holsters. So then I decided to go with the concealment purses, and I had some technology background when I taught elementary school.
Sure.
I was the technology teacher, so I made a website, and it just grew from there.
That is so cool. School teacher becomes entrepreneur, have your own business. That is great. Diana, sadly enough, we do live in a world where there are people out there that will set out to cause us harm. Would you say that a lot of these predators, they almost have a blanket assumption that most of us are not well equipped to protect ourselves? And obviously that's something you probably want to change.
Yes, the safety of children when I was teaching, and now for women, is extremely important to me. And yes, there are bad people out there that can cause you harm, and I want women to have the choice, if they care to carry a firearm. And with my purses, I have the designated pocket to hold the firearm, safely and securely. It doesn't always have to be a firearm. This pocket can be for pepper spray. It can be for security, whistle, you name it. Yeah, it's just something to go to if they find themselves alone and in trouble.
Really, it's probably safe to say that the statistics out there, when it comes to victims, do not favor women. Really, what is the likeliness of a woman being attacked versus that of a man?
We're weaker than men, and so a firearm, empowers us, and gives us semi-equality.
It is true. Men are stronger. The predators out there know that. They're targeting someone like that for that reason. Obviously, it's important for women to be carrying more than just their strength, but actually, like you say, carrying an equalizer if a situation like that should occur.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. And especially too, if if you have small children that you want to protect. And women nowadays, are much more independent, and they're out there on their own. Running errands and what have you. So,
really, since the turn of the century, I see women out in the workplace alone. I see them eating alone, traveling alone. They're basically going to workouts, picking up kids alone. Do you think this type of protection is more necessary today than even 34 years ago, when 30 or 40 years when we grew up and it wasn't quite like this?
Oh, yes, for sure, for sure. Nowadays, on the news, there's always something, happening, especially in our schools. And that's where, even coming from, retired standpoint, we've got to do something to protect our children out there, with security. And if teachers, care to, have them carry if they want to.
Interesting. Really, your passion is about safety for yourself, for your kids, but really this is about empowering women. Really giving them more of a responsibility to protect themselves rather than just having to yell out, to scream, or maybe looking for somebody that may not show up or show up too late.
Yes, for sure. That
Let me ask you this. As we go into, before we talk about some of the products that you have, a great lineup of products, let's first of all talk about concealed carry. What does that mean? What is the definition of concealed carry for folks here in Colorado? Can anyone carry a firearm?
That yes, if you have your concealed carry license, I mean you can carry it openly or hidden. So yes.
Obviously, this is carrying more than just your firearm. This is carrying anything a woman walking out of the door would need. You've got everything from hobo bags to the totes. These are not only fashionable, but they're functional. Is that correct?
Yes. I mean, they've got everything, a purse it has normally, except, in the back or in the center. We try to put it in the center. It has the concealment pocket for your firearm or weapon.
Some of them are pretty big enough to carry quite a few things in them. Even if a person has a small laptop or an iPad, you can throw that in there as well. I see crossbody bags, shoulder bags, bucket bags. With so many choices, a person doesn't have just one. What is your favorite for yourself?
I carry the Lady Conceal. Yeah, we call it the Elaine, but I like the tote. Yeah, a lot of my totes too have the crossbody strap, and a lot of women like that. But I just like the two-handle tote myself.
That is nice. Let me ask you this: as far as you have quite a few different lines. Different brands out there. You even have your own brand, the Lady Conceal. Tell me a little bit how that got started for you, and is it getting pretty popular? Do people seem to like the brand?
They're searching for us on the web, under Lady Conceal. So, and what has helped too is I sell on different platforms. I sell, my website and then eBay, Walmart, and Amazon. So they're getting well known. But basically, how I started. Again, I started in 2013, and working with people, you find out what they like and what they don't like. And so I have always been, I love fashion. So I said, I'm going to design me some purses and see if they like it. And we took it to, a company in Mexico and had them produce it, the first year. And then we moved up and went to a larger company in China, and then the quality wasn't there. So we made one more move in China, and we have to buy in big lots, but we're pleased with our product now.
That is good. So, I mean, from the first idea that you had of putting something out there that you would use, now obviously people are finding it out there on the web as well. Like we said before, this is not only about safety in a situation that should a woman ever find themselves in, but it's also safety as you carry the firearm. Kids around you. What about curious kids? Tell me a little bit more about the pocket safety and why a regular purse just won't do.
Some people feel like if you need your firearm, you need to have quick access to it. Okay, with my purses, I went ahead and designed them with the locking zippers. And we went with the YKK zippers from Japan because they're very reliable. And that way women have a choice too if they have, children and they want to make sure they don't get into, their purse, that certain area, then they can lock them up. Also, inside my purse, we put a leather lanyard where you can carry the concealment keys and open it. I mean, always have the keys with you.
Very cool. Fashionable, yet at the same time, very functional. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, scroll through. You can shop by brand. You can shop by size. You name it. You're going to find something out there that will definitely hold your firearm or equalizer of choice. Doesn't have to be a firearm. This works great, like she said, for pepper spray, tasers. They have quite a few accessories that they provide as well, even holsters. You've got keychains that can keep you safe out there anymore. You really shouldn't have an excuse not to have yourself protected as you're out there. Obviously, this is something started by a woman, very fashionable, but I hope you haven't left the guys out. Do you have anything available for men who, like myself, like to be a little fashionable as well?
We have briefcases, we have gun cases, and yeah, so other various.
Quite a big
Certain
line.
bags too that are they're for both men and women.
So a couple of these really could be almost unisex as far as both people using them like that. For yourself, this was something you kind of fell into because of your husband had a shop that basically was doing this kind of work. You seen the need right there. It's got to be a pretty good fit for you as a past school teacher because now you're continually teaching people why this is important. Is it rewarding for you as you move forward and you're able to read some of the testimonials out there of people who have thanked you?
Sometimes with teaching, I taught second grade, and so they loved their teacher, and I missed that rapport. But with the business side, you also get lots of customers out there that that you get to know personally, and so it's rewarding that way. I want to say too that my husband is an avid gun collector, and he's got all this knowledge about guns, and that has really helped. And then he also worked with leather, so him and I have bounced ideas off, and
that's a pretty powerful professional team. Basically, like you said, you continually are able to monitor the quality. You're happy with the manufacturers that you're working with now. That is great. Last time, viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see the website. Everything you can order right there on the website. Check out the Facebook as well. They'll keep you apprised of any specials they have out there. And also, check out the testimonials. You're going to see that this is a really niche in the market that is much needed and necessary. You can check out there if you're not sure what size of gun will work best for a bag. They've got a gun chart on there for you as well. But once again, that's it. It's in the Bag Boutique. Pretty outside, powerful inside. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.